Did you see the Colleen Ballinger apology video thing?
She played a ukulele. Yeah, I couldn't watch it.
You couldn't watch it?
I couldn't watch that,
dude. If you're not familiar, you're watching it like that. She's got allegations of like, there's like grooming allegations. There's all these receipts for like, talking inappropriately to young fans and group chats and stuff like that.
I remember vaguely like something years ago, and then now,
yeah,
I'm just confused by it, and I can't be bothered to look into it.
It's so deep. Like, there's multiple hour-long videos of like just showing like all these receipts and talking about what she's talked about and stuff like that. So it did come up years ago, and then it got kind of like, everyone's like, whatever. It got squashed, but now it's come back again.
Okay.
But like I said, there's all these receipts and everything, but never addressed it until now. And she pulls out a ukulele, right?
Yeah.
And so I did a video about it. And at the end of the video, I'm like, you know what? She should have just messaged Felix, the professional, how to give an apology. Felix, what advice would you give someone if they have these allegations and they wanted to address them? Would you pull out a ukulele?
I would not pull out a ukulele. No. I love how she thought that was the move. Like this little cute. Oh, I couldn't have done anything because I'm so cute with a little ukulele. I just play my little songs. I can't possibly have done anything.
Oh, the whole song
it's
was
like Chris Brown putting on a bow tie. Like you're not fooling anyone, dude.
It's not even an apology video. I don't know why all the YouTubers just call it an apology video because that's more clickable, right? But it's like you're all being toxic, trying to cancel me. It's all lies. Yeah. She doesn't actually like acknowledge it or say anything. She's like, yeah, I said some weird stuff, or whatever. It's like.
I honestly, I need to know more of what's going on to give.
Yeah. Well, it's such a. I'm not even going to try to explain it, like, because I don't even know. Like, even the comment sections that are trying to correct me on stuff when I made a video.
Okay.
We're arguing with themselves. So I think on the H3 podcast, someone like pulled out like a timeline to explain the whole thing to them.
Okay.
Like it's a long story, but yeah, man, I hate YouTubers.
Yeah.
And content creators in general.
I never liked her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been
weirded out by her because I remember she made it such a stinker about getting married. Like it was such a YouTube move. I remember.
Oh really?
It really felt like that. And then they broke up, and then like it seemed like they both speed ran who could find a partner the quickest. I don't even know why I remember this. To be like, look, I'm married again now. Look, and she had like this thumbnail of her getting pregnant, and it was like it looked like a Mr. Beast thumbnail. Like,
wait, is it one of the Mr. Beast thumbnails where he looks like he's holding someone hostage? Do you know talking like the one where he like helped people hear or whatever? Like it's like the kid crying, and he's like in the background with his hand on their shoulder, and he looks like he's holding them hostage for the thumbnail.
Oh, that one's a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, those are. I think they changed them, but I remember I was like, Jesus Christ, these are a little.
Yeah, they went from one kid to another kid, and none of those kids are even in the videos. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's like their stock kid they use for the thumbnails.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the YouTubers that I've met that I've become like friends with, like they're like good quality friends, like with you, like we've been mad at each other in the past, but we've worked through it. And we're still good friends, and there's other guys that are good quality people. But I'm bringing this up because you remember how way back in the day people would be like, "Oh, Ken, yeah, cool to meet you. Hey, can you talk to PewDiePie for me?" You remember that whole era to where it was happening to me a lot and getting.
Yeah,
it happened again recently.
Oh,
after years.
Oh, nice.
It finally happened again.
What did they want to say? Now's the time to relay the message.
I don't even remember what I told him.
I'm all ears.
I don't even remember what I told him. I don't know if I told him I'd say something to you or not. But the answer is always immediately no. Like I'm not going to be the stepping stone to get to you. And even if I did, you would say no anyway. More than likely, because like why would you like? So, and I actually like the people that asked me. I liked them. Like it's good peoples. But as soon as I read it, I was like, "Pa, it's happened again! Finally,
I can't escape." You're not my fucking secretary or some shit. It's such a weird thing to just like.
Yeah, and then from my point of view, like, why would I want to, like, be the bridge guy to you, like I'll tell everybody the secret. If you ever wanted a chance to work with PewDiePie, you YouTubers watching this is all you guys had to do over the years. It's probably too late now. He's retired. He doesn't really care anymore. Like, he literally does not need to network with you, period. Even me, so
I'm curious where this is going.
So all you had to do in the past was just work with me. Be cool with me. Get along with me. We'll make some videos, have a good time. Everything's going good. It'd be great. I'm having so much fun. You know what? You know who else would have fun? Felix, join in on this. This is great. Come on over. Maybe he would do it. Maybe he wouldn't. But that's a much better chance of me being like, hey, this guy that I've never worked with before asked if he could talk to you,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think people have this idea in their head that if you get a shot, you should always take it.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Asking me to talk to you is like guaranteed no. I mean, I understand like networking and you want to like go for like the person that's going to give you like the biggest, but you got to think of it like in the other way around. Like, why would you want to work with, Blowjo YouTuber?
Because he asked, Ken. Yeah. He asked.
That's true. He asked. He's coming for me, so maybe it'll mean more to you.
Every shot you don't take.
Because I'm going to go to you and be like, hey, this guy that I've never done anything with wants to talk to you. Do you want to work with him?
Absolutely. Set me up, please.
Oh, yeah. All
wow,
right,
that
cool,
sounds
sweet.
Jolly good. I have no one to talk to. This is such a problem for me.
The person that asked me is probably watching this going, oh, God dang it. It's okay. But you never had a chance. Sorry. You should have.
You live and you learn.
You got to butter me up more than that. You want to get the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that reminds me about the Colleen Ballinger stuff. So, she's like a real old school YouTuber, right? Way back in the day. Yeah. And one thing I was like, with her allegations, one thing I was talking about is that like when we got started, there was no like, it was the Wild West. No one knew outside of being a shitty person, like what can you talk to your fans about, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and whenever I bring this up, I always worry about making myself look bad. I'm not not trying to make it weird or anything. It's like, we didn't know. No one knew. Like, we were just people that got popular on the internet, and and then conversations were had with some people that have been canceled now, right? Mm-hmm. And so you fast forward to today, and there's like we're aware of like you're like you have the power in all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I met Mary through the my old Facebook fan page I used to have, and
you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
You're done.
We
just admitted it.
4 kids, beautiful family.
No, power dynamic,
right? So
yeah, you can't do that.
If like we hadn't met until like now, I would never talk to Mary, like, ever. Now, of course, the difference is like speaking to adults and speaking to like underage people. That's the difference. That's the key. And then like what your intention is when you're talking to them. Like, if you're trying to get something, if you're trying to get nudes, or you're trying to get this stuff, that's where it goes wrong, right?
Yeah, it's in the details.
Yeah, it's in the details. But just because everyone's so worried about getting canceled, like say Mary had messaged, it was like a birthday video that I'd made, and she was like, "Oh, happy birthday!" And I just kind of chit chatted with her, and everything was just a normal conversation.
Yeah,
but like nowadays, I would not respond to anything.
You're saying if you didn't meet Marion, it's nowadays, and you were making videos, you would not respond to any girls writing you.
Yeah.
Because you were looking for Mary anyway.
I mean, I'm just saying because I would be so worried that it would go wrong. Like, what if we did, like, we got along really great and I flew her out, and then all of a sudden there's all these allegations that I did this terrible stuff to you. Like, all that would play in my head like, oh God, I can't,
It seems easy for that to happen now.
Yeah. So I'm just,
and it seems normal to just share private messages. Yeah. What did she do? What did this Colleen girl do?
Like asking stuff, like she was like talking about her marriage and just some people, and like apparently her husband's size, and asking like when is your, like, just awkward stuff that an adult shouldn't be asking.
Yeah, sexual stuff immediately is just fucking weird.
Or like, when did you have your first period? All that. So like all that's bad.
What?
But I guess the point that I'm trying to get to, that I'm having trouble saying, is that people that are now content creators.
Yeah.
It's got to be like lonely to try to meet someone that you could actually have a relationship with.
You could argue that that's that point anyway, because if you find someone when you have an audience, you don't know their intentions either. That works both ways in a sense.
Yeah. Well, I would guess it would be like your own like fears of like, oh, I don't want I don't want to mess up.
Yeah, if I didn't, I would probably want something out. I was like, I don't like talking about hypothetical girls when and then an alternate universe. But it'd be probably nice to have someone outside of your own internet bubble anyway.
Yeah. You go out and meet someone like that. That's it. You go out and you meet someone. It's like, oh, I'm a YouTuber. It's like, oh, I don't watch any YouTube. My love.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly right.
Oh, me.